Iran says it has carried out one of the most dramatic military actions in the long shadow conflict between Tehran and Tel Aviv. According to statements released by Iranian officials and reports circulated through Iranian state media, Iran claims it launched a coordinated series of missile and drone strikes targeting Israeli military infrastructure. In those statements, Iranian authorities say the operation struck and destroyed or severely damaged 13 Israeli airbases and strategic aviation facilities across the country. Israeli officials have acknowledged attacks and air defense activity, but the specific scale of the damage described by Iran has not been independently confirmed by international observers. What we are seeing right now is a clash of narratives in a conflict that has simmered for years and periodically erupts into open confrontation. Iranian officials described the operation as a large-scale strike intended to hit what they called the operational backbone of Israel's air power. According to those claims, the targets included fighter jet bases, missile facilities, drone testing centers, and training academies that together form a critical network within Israel's military structure. Analysts say that if even a portion of the claims about these bases prove accurate, it would represent one of the most significant direct confrontations between the two countries. Before we go deeper into what Iran says happened and examine the bases reportedly targeted and the weapons that may have been used, make sure you take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more detailed coverage of major international developments and global security news. Iran's narrative of the strike begins with what it calls precision missile and drone attacks directed at Ramat David Air Base, one of Israel's most important fighter bases in the north of the country. Iranian media claimed that ballistic missiles struck areas of the base where fighter aircraft and support infrastructure are located. According to those reports, missiles believed to be part of the Fateh 110 or Zulfiqar short-range ballistic missile family were used in the strike. These missiles are known for their relatively high accuracy compared with older systems in Iran's arsenal. Iranian sources claim that several hangars and operational facilities were hit, although independent confirmation of structural damage remains limited. Ramat David has long been considered a key site for Israeli air operations because it hosts combat aircraft responsible for rapid response missions in northern Israel. Its importance lies in its ability to deploy fighters quickly in response to threats along Israel's northern frontier. Iranian statements also listed Tel Nof airbase among the alleged targets. Tel Nof is one of Israel's oldest and most central air bases, historically associated with advanced aircraft squadrons and specialized units of the Israeli Air Force. Iranian reports suggested that missiles launched toward Tel Nof may have included Shahab series ballistic missiles or precision-guided Fateh derivatives, weapons capable of traveling hundreds of kilometers with significant payloads. Iranian media claimed that parts of the base's infrastructure were damaged, including operational buildings and maintenance zones. Again, those claims have not been fully verified by independent international sources. Tel Nof's importance comes from its long-standing role as a central hub for Israeli air operations and command elements within the Air Force network. Another base frequently mentioned in the Iranian narrative is Nevatim Air Base, a facility that has drawn global attention because it hosts Israel's fleet of F-35 stealth fighter jets. These aircraft are among the most technologically advanced combat jets in the world and form a critical part of Israel's modern military strategy. Iranian sources claim that long-range missiles targeted areas of the base where aircraft and logistics infrastructure are located. Analysts speculate that weapons, such as the Khorram Shar or Emad ballistic missile systems, known for carrying heavier warheads, could theoretically be used in such long-distance strikes. Iranian claims suggested that sections of infrastructure at Nevatim were damaged, but Israeli authorities have not publicly confirmed destruction on the scale described by Iranian media. The base remains one of the most strategically important air installations in Israel because it supports stealth aircraft capable of long-range operations. Iranian media also identified Hatzerim Air Base as one of the locations struck. Hatzerim is widely known as the home of the Israeli Air Force Flight Academy, where future pilots undergo extensive training before joining operational squadrons. Iranian reports suggested that drones and missiles were used in combination to target the base. Iran has developed several drone systems, including Shahed series drones, which have been used in various regional conflicts. According to Iranian claims, drones may have been deployed alongside missiles to overwhelm air defenses and increase the chances of hitting infrastructure. The reports describe damage to certain training facilities, though no independent verification has confirmed the extent of these claims. Hatzerim's importance lies in its role as the center of Israel's pilot training system, producing the next generation of Air Force personnel. Another facility named in Iranian statements is Hatzor Airbase, which analysts often associate with drone operations, surveillance missions, and elements of missile defense support. Iranian media suggested that precision missiles struck areas associated with unmanned aerial vehicle operations and monitoring systems. The reports claim that certain operational zones were disrupted. Hatzor is considered significant because UAV operations and surveillance capabilities are essential for modern military strategy, providing intelligence, reconnaissance, and battlefield awareness. Iranian officials also referenced Palmachim Airbase, a facility that plays a unique role in Israel's defense and aerospace activities. Palmachim has historically been associated with missile testing and satellite launch operations, in addition to standard airbase functions. Iranian media claimed that ballistic missiles targeted sections of this base linked with rocket launch infrastructure and military research activities. Weapons mentioned in speculative analysis include medium-range ballistic missiles capable of carrying large warheads designed to damage hardened targets. The strategic importance of Palmachim lies in its connection to Israel's missile development and space technology programs. Another base mentioned in Iranian claims is Ramon Airbase, located in the Negev desert. Ramon hosts fighter squadrons and provides operational coverage for Israel's southern regions. Iranian sources said that missile strikes targeted aircraft shelters and operational infrastructure. Analysts believe that precision-guided ballistic missiles, such as the Zulfiqar or Desful systems, could theoretically be used in such attacks because of their range and guidance capabilities. Iranian media claimed damage to parts of the base's infrastructure, though, again, confirmation from independent sources remains limited. Ramon's importance comes from its role in supporting fighter jet operations that protect Israel's southern airspace. Iranian reports also included Ovda Airbase, another facility located in the southern region of Israel. Ovda is often used for training missions and has hosted international air exercises involving multiple countries. Iranian media claimed that missiles struck areas associated with training infrastructure. While details remain unclear, analysts note that any disruption to training bases can have long-term effects on military preparedness. Ovda's strategic role is tied to training, joint exercises, and the development of operational readiness among Air Force units. Among the more sensitive locations mentioned in Iranian statements is Sdot Micha, a site often discussed in defense analysis as a strategic missile facility. Iranian media suggested that missiles were directed at this installation due to its association with long-range strategic capabilities. Some analysts speculate that Iran could have used heavier ballistic missiles designed to penetrate fortified structures. However, the claims regarding damage at this particular site remain especially difficult to verify because of the secrecy surrounding its operations. Sdot Micha is widely considered significant because of its association with Israel's strategic missile forces. Another location referenced in Iranian reports is Ein Shemer airfield, which is connected with radar systems, drone testing, and technological development. Iranian sources claim that missile strikes targeted radar and monitoring installations at the site. Radar infrastructure plays a crucial role in detecting incoming threats and coordinating air defense responses. Because of that, facilities like Ein Shemer are considered vital components of Israel's broader security network. Iranian claims also included Haifa Airbase, located near the port city of Haifa. This facility is used for aviation support and certain military air operations. Iranian media suggested that missiles struck infrastructure related to logistical support and aircraft operations. Haifa's location along the Mediterranean coast makes it strategically useful for both civilian and military aviation activities, and disruptions there could affect support operations within Israel's broader military framework. Another base named in the Iranian narrative is Mahanayim Airbase, believed to host helicopter units and support aviation operations in northern Israel. Iranian sources claimed that missile and drone strikes targeted helicopter facilities and support structures. Helicopter bases are important because they provide rapid transport capabilities for troops, equipment, and emergency missions. They are also used for reconnaissance and medical evacuation operations during conflicts. Finally, Iranian media mentioned Atarot Air Base, a former or limited-use airfield near Jerusalem. While it is not considered a major operational base today, Iranian sources listed it among the locations targeted during the operation. Analysts note that the site still carries historical military significance and infrastructure that has been used in different capacities over time. Taken together, the 13 locations listed by Iranian officials form a network that supports many aspects of Israel's military aviation capability. Fighter jet bases allow aircraft to launch defensive and offensive missions. Training bases prepare pilots for combat operations. Missile facilities support strategic deterrent systems. Drone and radar installations provide intelligence and early warning capabilities. Each component plays a role in maintaining Israel's overall air defense and strike capability. Iranian officials described the operation as a coordinated strike using a combination of ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and unmanned aerial vehicles. According to Iranian sources, these weapons were launched in waves to complicate interception efforts. Ballistic missiles travel at extremely high speeds and follow steep trajectories toward their targets, while drones and cruise missiles can fly at lower altitudes and approach from different directions. Military analysts say this combination is designed to challenge layered air defense systems. Israel operates one of the most advanced air defense networks in the world, including systems such as Iron Dome, David Sling, and Arrow interceptors. These systems are designed to detect and intercept incoming rockets, drones, and ballistic missiles before they reach their targets. Because of these defenses, determining the actual impact of any missile strike can be difficult without independent verification from satellite imagery or official statements. Iranian claims about the scale of destruction remain part of an ongoing information battle between the two sides. Governments involved in high-stakes conflicts often release statements highlighting their own successes while minimizing damage suffered by their own forces. As a result, analysts often rely on independent intelligence, satellite imagery, and third-party reporting to evaluate the accuracy of such claims. What is clear is that the bases named by Iran represent critical elements of Israel's military infrastructure. Air bases serve as the foundation of modern air power. They house fighter jets, transport aircraft, helicopters, drones, training academies, maintenance facilities, and command centers. Disruptions at these locations can affect the ability of an air force to launch missions, maintain readiness, and defend national airspace. At the same time, Israel's military is built with layers of redundancy and resilience. Many bases contain hardened shelters and protective structures designed to reduce damage from missile attacks. Aircraft can also be dispersed among different locations in order to maintain operational capability, even if one base experiences disruptions. As the situation continues to unfold, analysts and governments around the world are closely watching for verified information about the alleged strikes. Satellite imagery, official military statements, and independent investigations will likely play a key role in determining the true scale of the events described in Iranian reports.